Debbie Williams with SoulFitnessDivas, and I am going to do a carrot juicing video for you today. I've got carrot and apple. Actually, it's carrot and apple, and I need to go and grab my knife. I think I forgot to do that in one of my last videos as well. I'm going to add a twist of lemon to the recipe as well. I've got a little bit of celery. I use celery in all of my juicing recipes because it's been so healing for my arthritis and has made it possible for me to have mobility in my knee joints and to work out again and to become active. Since I've been juicing, you know, my energy levels have increased. I don't want to say that it necessarily affected me spiritually, but it was through my spirituality that juicing was synchronistically introduced to my life. And I'm so grateful. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started because I know YouTube only gives you the 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and start juicing the carrots. I've taken care of myself for most of my life. I've gone through times in my life where, you know, I guess you can call them kind of like the dark night of the soul type experiences. And what I tend to do is emotional eating. Everybody has their thing, I guess. Some people are workaholics, some people drink, some people, you know, have addiction issues and substance abuse. And with me, when things get tough, I mean really, really tough, it's food. Even though it's health food, it's been health food for most of my life. You can even, you know, get fat eating a lot of health food. But these days, you know, it's mainly the vegetables and the fruit, you know, bean dishes. You know, I do eat some fish, and I keep the snacking to a minimum. If I do snacking, I do it with whole ingredients, like what I get at my health food store. You know, like a Larabar or a California sun cake or something. But, you know, I've really made some, you know, even more changes. It all started when I was 15, and these ex-hippies, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not anymore, but, you know, they were ex-hippies, but they were still health food nuts. And I just took to the whole health food thing like a fish to water. And I've been that way ever since, even, you know, when I've had my moments. I've always been health conscious. So, now that I've had this transformation, you know, I want to pass it on to others, you know, to anyone else out there who may be, you know, curious about, you know, wellness as regarding, you know, as it's related to, you know, juicing and raw food. Now, I'm not a 100% raw foodist, obviously, you know, because I do eat cooked food. But it's amazing, you know, what it's done, you know, for the arthritis, what it's done for my skin, and what it's done for my flexibility. Okay, I've got one more apple wedge, and I'm going to throw in an extra lemon wedge as well, and go ahead and stop it there. Now, I keep my glasses on because I like to be able to inspect my, you know, the produce, even though it's already washed and everything. But right now I'm going to go ahead and mix things up, and I'm going to give it the taste test. Yeah, I've never taken any vitamin that's ever had this powerful effect on my health, ever. And I had the arthritis for 3 years. Actually, I've had it for 6, but I brought it under control through holistic means. You know, I started taking noni juice. I went to physical therapy. I bought a book. Actually, I bought 5 books, holistic books, written by MDs, and my favorite one of all is Dr. George Kessler's No More Knee Pain. And you know, he gets into the holistic part of it even better than the other doctors did, and I followed everything that he said, and that was back in the beginning of 2005. And I was great for 3 years. I was exercising, working out, doing everything. And then, you know, I went through, like I said, I've said it in my other videos, you know, a very, very dark night. I mean, we all have our trials, our tribulations, and there's different, you know, varying degrees of those things, but sometimes, you know, something will come along and it will knock you out. And basically, that's what happened with me, and that's when the arthritis, you know, just came back, you know, with a vengeance, and it pretty much shut me down. You know, I had to stop working, and, you know, there were other issues that came up along with it as well. I had to process a lot of abuse issues that had happened to me in my childhood. A lot of stuff started coming up, and it was basically a spiritual purging. It was a purification process, a purging, a cleansing, and you know, I never thought that I'd see the sun rise again, and the sun has certainly risen, and I thank God. I'm so grateful. I held on to God, you know, with all I had, and spiritually, I am a Christian, but I'm not into the whole denominational thing where I'm this and I'm that and I believe this and I believe that. Honestly, I don't fit in to most churches, believe it or not. I just, you know, there's just, unfortunately, too much negativity in a lot of churches. But anyway, I don't want to talk about church. I want to talk about healing and recovery, and, you know, I've certainly, I know that this came through my higher power, which I call God, and, you know, I believe in Jesus, absolutely, and I held on to that through that dark night, and that was when the sun was able to rise. At some point, I never thought it would, and, you know, it's just been, you know, it's like, kind of like, not redemption, but like redemption and transformation. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of my juice here before I close the video and see how it turned out. This is good. Carrots are a liver cleanser. You know, apple is good for the bowels when you juice apple. You know, it helps you to, you know, to cleanse and to, you know, get all that junk out of your digestive tract. It's good for your colon. And, you know, the lemon is excellent for your skin, outwardly as well as internally. And, you know, whatever you're going through, I want to encourage you to just never give up. You know, if you're a person of faith, hold on to that faith. And if you're not a person of faith, you know, get the help that you need if you're going through something heavy. And, you know, it definitely, you know, change what you eat, get moving, and, you know, it's only going to help, because not doing those things is just going to make it worse. And with that, I'm going to close the video. Remember to honor your temple, and I'll see you next time. Peace.